Jack Hawkins Jr. began his service to Troy University in 1989 as chancellor, a role he still fills 35 years later. During this time, Dr. Hawkins has made serving this university his life's work and has dedicated nearly half of it to transforming Troy to what it is today. In early September, Dr. Hawkins announced his decision to retire that would take effect in October of 2025. It doesn't take much to see the incredible impact Dr. Hawkins has had on this institution. When he made this announcement, students and faculty were full of emotion. Here is what students Bernard Thomas and Peyton Harrell had to say.
I'd like to say that I'm really glad that he got to be our chancellor, and I'm really excited for him in his season of retirement that is to come.
It's kind of a bittersweet moment. I have not been here long that he has been the chancellor, but I think that while I was here, he did a great job. He's obviously run the school very well. He's been here for a very long time, and I do think that we're going to miss him dearly, but we have to look at it on the bright side and hope that someone else can do just as great of a job as Dr. Hawkins did.
During the production of this story, Troy's Board of Trustees asked Dr. Hawkins to reconsider his retirement. We sat down with the chancellor and asked him what made him change his mind.
Probably several things. When my wife and I began talking about retirement, she said, "You can retire, but you're not going to stay home." Well, I understood what she meant, and nor do I want to. I think purpose is important in life, whether you're in retirement or you're on active duty. But I really believe it was, I was prepared mentally to take that step. But we always have many projects, and there are a lot of things always left to be done. And I guess there were two overriding considerations. One, when the board asked me that, and it was a unanimous request, and I began thinking, and maybe it was I received a message 2 days ago from a friend of mine who's a judge. And he said this. He reminded me of the words of Don Corleone in the movie The Godfather, when he said, I was out and then they pulled me back in. Probably different circumstances. But, I think it was then that, and my wife was in the boardroom when this expression was shared. And then we talked about it over the weekend, and on Monday we made the decision that we would see what the next chapter holds.
We also asked Dr. Hawkins how much longer he planned to serve as Troy's chancellor.
So I think, I felt it was time. Then we were encouraged to stay the course for another chapter. I don't know how long that chapter is, but I do want to see us become fully mature as an R2. That's a research university. But I think I would advise whomever it is that comes next to continue to focus on what is important, and that is our students. The welfare of our students, making sure that what we offer here is of value and includes values.
We finally asked Dr. Hawkins how it felt to be the longest sitting chancellor for any university.
And so I feel blessed that we've been in a position and continue to be. But I say often, and I really mean it, life is, it's not about, things. It's not about a portfolio. It's about relationships. And to be in a role where you can serve, and I preach this, you serve students. That's our main function here. That's why we come to this place. But the second most important thing we do is to hire people. I think maybe the third would be to add value to the degree. And I am satisfied that the Troy degree is more valuable today than it was 35 years ago, and it was already valuable. But hopefully 35 years from now, whatever we do today will help set in place motion to continue that. I want every degree to mean more today than it did yesterday, but more tomorrow than it did today.
With his remaining time as chancellor, Dr. Hawkins will continue to grow and strengthen Troy University.